Alrighty, folks. We are back in it with another session of our Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, that now is your one and only opportunity ever in the world. Until next time.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And, well, we're going to start the session off a little bit just like every session. A little bit of a recap of what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So,
Dragons?
dragons, maybe, possibly. Dungeon? Well, you guys are already in a
Did you
dungeon.
try to get inside here? We'll see.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. But yeah, last time you guys headed back with the unconscious and tied up drow father. You gave him back to his family and their troop in exchange for a heriot worn by the brother. They thanked you and quickly left with their father in custody with them. You started to bed down around the lounge here and taking to the stone chairs and the stone bed in the area. But Mel and Whiteclaw wanted to check out the library next door. Mel not finding anything of interest aside from a singular stone and metal plated book, and upon grasping it, a pair of earthen elementals disgorged from the ground here and attacked. All of you weary from the day's task made this a particularly difficult fight, but they chased Mel out of the room even, melding into stone as they did, and after a period of time, you crumbled these elementals after attempting to carve them into your own likenesses. Afterwards, resuscitating those of you that were injured, you started looking into this book. It spoke in Dwarvish about the Crypt of Talland and how to open the way, gemstones, and particular turning of locks. And with this knowledge, you got some rest within Mel's dome of magical protection. Waking the next day, possibly day, you're unsure. You're in a cave. But you headed back to the room where you had captured the drow. A large hall filled with pillars depicting dwarves with mining picks and hammers. Headed to... Wow, I just realized this. There's 7 pillars. 7 dwarves, maybe. But heading to one of the doors here, you were assaulted by more of these tiny pyramid creatures that stuck to the ceiling. Didn't seem like much at first, but there were a bunch of them, and they clung on to whomever they could and wouldn't relent, bouncing around and pelting into each of you with psychic force. Mel being knocked unconscious and the rest of you badly wounded. You won the fight, but the creatures popped out of life in different manners. And that's where we're going to pick up. With a flickering torchlight from Isabel's dropped torch in the center of the room, you're all alive and together. Mel's unconscious at the moment. What's going on?
I'm gonna go and pick up my torch and put it out
Okay.
because I want to save it. There you go.
It's dark in here.
It's very dark now for me.
Fine. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll just touch the walls.
Just take the shoulder of someone and follow them.
Oh, there we are.
To be fair, dark vision doesn't give you all very great sight either, but
No, but at least we can see.
at least you can see a little bit. Mel's unconscious on the floor, most of you pretty badly wounded.
Can Alva cast Healing Word
Absolutely.
on Mel?
Yeah. As Mel hears the magic word, Kumquat.
Kumquat. Kumquat. Alright.
Mel gets resuscitated with 7 hit points. What are you guys doing?
Wow, we're alive.
Welcome back.
Praise be.
Thank
Um,
heaven.
So I can't see, but from what I can remember, there were 2 doors that we could choose from where to go.
There's 2
I
set
don't
of
know.
doors.
Group, do we just want to pick one and just go in and have fun? Maybe.
I think we all will just perish quite quickly if we do this.
Alva is gonna. Can I cast Healing Word again?
You can.
I haven't.
Before you do that, let me do Aura of Vitality once more.
I will also state short rests are an option
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to attempt a short rest. Just throwing it out there
Yeah,
before you
probably
start
should.
using everything. But you absolutely can
Let's
also do
do it.
the Aura of Vitality and Healing Word.
Yeah, let's do short
Short
rest.
rest and then top us off. Sorry
Yeah.
about
I
that.
want my 7 points back. I'm just kidding.
Well, you would have to take extra time for Mel to get 1 hit point, and then she can take a short rest after that. Healing Word is the first initial Healing Word is definitely a good idea because
Mhm.
she'll be able to take a short rest with you all.
Okay, so are we gonna do a short rest? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. You just
Here or-
hunkering down right here, or
Yeah.
I guess so.
all
Yeah.
right.
I don't really feel like walking through doors when we don't know what's on the other side.
I'm gonna say.
Are we in? Sorry, are we in a position that we can see everything around us, guys?
Well,
Kinda.
you're not.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. I can see Alva a bit, but that's about it.
Kinda.
Okay.
I mean, I can put myself at least a place where I can see this door
Yeah. So
and
Blackquill
the
and
entrance.
Whiteclaw are closest to the doors,
Okay.
and Mel just moved closer to the doors.
I'm probably gonna back out a little bit if there's anything that comes through this door because I'm hurt really bad.
Mm-hmm.
As he says
Yeah,
that, as he
he'll
literally
call you.
crack his neck.
All right. We'll say Zadkiel. Roll me a d20 as you all just kind of sit down here, start patching yourselves up.
Babe, your mic isn't working, by the way.
That checks out. He's been talking this whole time.
Yeah, he has been. I can hear him. Now he's
Mel's
cussing.
gonna take this chance to make that brain ring invisible.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough to do.
That's
It disappears on your hand. But as you're doing so, I didn't say you get a short rest yet.
Okay.
As you're bandaging yourselves and keeping an eye out for anything in the strange place, the doors to the south open up. A haggard, bloodied dwarven figure standing at the door takes one quick look back in the darkened room. Stop rolling hit dice.
I didn't do that. I
Sorry.
did it only once. I did it once.
Sorry.
You're not
I'm still GM. That's all right.
You're good.
I swear.
Lost my train of thought. Bloody dwarf. Haggard turns back once to the darkened room. Fucking run for it! And without even taking a glance at you all, starts running through your space here, jumping over each of you, leaving drips of blood on the floor as he does, running past you into the other room with a moment and quickly following after him. You would see a pair of mind flayers enter the room. Creatures that you have yet to encounter. As show you a picture. We got pictures of mind flayers all over this place. Yeah, you would see a pair of almost octopus-like tentacles hanging from their mouths, purplish skin dangling down, one of them dripping blood out of their mouth, which you can see kind of chewing this kind of beak-like thing, chewing on what looks to be brain matter. The
I really like that outfit.
The doors quickly close behind them, and they both kind of look to each other. What do you do?
Run.
Melancholia compliments their outfit. No, kidding. Unless.
No. Back away and then as quickly as possible.
Oh gosh. So okay, wait. Are they aware of us yet? Like, have they seen us, or we just don't know yet?
Oh, you can't see them.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
fair.
see.
You can see that there's darkened shadows moving through. You would have seen the dwarf run through the hall, though.
Yeah. So I'm unaware. Okay, so out of character for a second. I'm unaware that there's.
Yeah.
But everybody else in character they can see. Okay, cool.
So would we know that they're mind flayers, or we?
You've examined skeletons with these before. I would say it's common enough stories, like horror stories about these, that you've probably seen that, or imagine that this is what a mind flayer is. They kind of turn to each other almost as if they're thinking, while the other one slurps a piece of brain matter.
What we're gonna do, or at least what Cole's gonna do, is gonna back away. And yeah, start to back away and if possible run. And on the way telling Isabel that there's mind flayers by the door. Because she can't see.
What about the rest of you guys? Alva, Zadkiel, Mel.
Alva is gonna stay where she is. She senses something is off, but she's not quite sure what it is. She's gonna reach out and touch Isabel on the shoulder, kind of like, hey, signaling to her something's off.
Okay. Wait, so just to reiterate.
You would have heard the slamming of the doors open, slamming them shut. You would have heard the dwarf yelling.
Of course.
And then would have seen him run through the space.
Yeah, so White Claw told me that there are mind flayers here, but then because White Claw's so close to Alva or Alvi, wouldn't Alvi hear that too?
Strangely would, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that White Claw. Yeah, okay, cool.
What are Mel and Zad doing then? Yeah, we still can't hear you, Zad.
Mel's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
She's really running.
So
as a bonus action, she can dash.
As Mel just bolts to the other room.
Why?
Yeah. I'm gonna say to both of you guys, I'm gonna say, like, we cannot. If there's mind flayers in here, I can't see them.
You got 2 seconds. What are you doing?
We gotta run. We gotta get out of here. We'll die.
So you three
now
start
that she's
running?
in the other room, does she see the dwarf at all? Mel?
Give me a perception check.
Hey guys, I'm
Yes.
speaking through Alva right now. I'm having some major technical difficulties upstairs. But Zad will suggest that everybody run, and he will try to just give everybody a moment to get out before he does.
Okay, Zadkiel starts running as you all... Mel, definitely the quickest in this moment, scanning the room. You don't see the dwarf. You would see one of the mind flayers kind of float after you all. As the second one seems to disappear as it phases through the door here to the south. This one seems to be just kind of lightly floating, gazing around the area. You would all hear in your minds. Strange. Strangers. I see what's happening.
Question, with the ring, would I hear that if I choose not to?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
No, but doesn't that ring? So no, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, doesn't the ring not allow
nothing
them
can,
to?
yeah, so that's why she doesn't
okay, sorry.
she doesn't hear. That's why she was saying. Yeah. But you all would hear that.
Choose, they can't force it.
Right. But the rest of you would hear it in your head. And it seems to kind of grasp one of its own tentacles, staring at you all as you're starting to run to the edge. Doesn't look aggressive. Almost like it's pondering something. As you all rush to the edge of the room, or into where Mel's kind of looking around, you would see the mind flare disappear as well. As it looks to head back south.
Let's get back to. We can't fight mind flayers. We have to get back to the surface or somewhere to safer to rest before we come back in.
I agree. Mel starts to dash.
Just running the fuck out of here.
Well, she does. Yeah, she's just.
Oh.
That's 30. I guess with this, I can run 60, 120 feet.
Yeah. I mean, you can easily keep running. Zad, we're getting a lot of feedback from you.
Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, let's just go.
You guys follow Mel out? Are you guys planning on going all the way to the surface? It was about an hour away.
What do we think?
It might be a very good idea to get to safety and regroup.
Word to safety. There's fucking mind flayers about, and you saw it. One of them seemed to literally face through walls.
Yeah, let's get out of here as best we can.
All right.
All right. Does anyone remember how to get out?
Mel leading the way. I can pop you guys in different places.
Okay.
Going through the rooms. You would actually, when you get to over here, you would see that dwarf, as if he had just smashed something, smashing the table in this large room with a hammer. He runs over towards those boxes. Trail of blood following.
You good over there, buddy?
He does not call back.
We're friendly. We're not gonna hurt you. We can help you get out.
I don't know if it's worth it, White Claw.
Mel runs to the kitchen and
Okay.
tells the dwarf to follow us to the kitchen.
Okay. You call it to the dwarf to follow you to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You lost sight of him behind the boxes over there,
That's cool.
but he does not call back. The rest of you guys going into the kitchen following Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking as a group. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sticking together as a group now that there's mind flayers involved. Yeah.
Okay. heading to the kitchen as a
Nope.
group.
Closes the door.
Okay.
He was very afraid.
I mean, do you blame him? They seem to have tried to kill him, to eat his brain.
Or his friend.
Or, yeah, or both.
I definitely think I saw them gnarling on some brains.
So does anybody know anything about these creatures? Like what they can do or what we can do to them?
No clue.
Probably
Give
not.
me a Arcana check. I think we've already done Arcana on Mind Flayers in the past, and it didn't go well for anyone present.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone.
So I would say you've heard they eat brains.
All I'm gonna say is the way we're looking right now, I doubt we'd be able to take one on. We are not in the position to.
I'm in our current condition. And there's 2 of them.
At least.
Yeah, actually, that we saw.
So what do
So
you do?
do we just want to like set up camp here, or are we wanting to go the whole way out? Because I think we're okay in camp right here. There's like how many doors out is there from this place? Like this place that we're in.
2.
There's
2.
2. I think we're safe right here, in my opinion.
Maybe we can push something in front of the doors.
Exactly.
Didn't they phase through the door?
They did.
I think
One of
that
them
we have
did.
to. I think we have to take a chance. Like,
While I feel really secure here, we're also within a dead end. Well, no, there's the other doors.
There's a secret door out through the pantry
Yeah.
that you know
So
about.
we can sneak out through there.
The fire in here, embers still glowing. The sink still pure, clear colored. Most of the supplies in here it's not great, but it's a kitchen.
If we keep that fire, we should be good. At least we can have some light.
we're taking a risk, but I think this is like a low risk situation, especially if there's like 2 doors. It's better than like being where we were, like
In the middle of a hall.
In the middle of a hall, yeah.
A high traffic space, yeah.
You know.
And keep an ear out for that dwarf if they start fighting.
I mean, anyone know how mind flayers are born? They have to be born somehow.
Are they conjured?
I don't
Like
know.
a construct?
How are they?
All I know is that they look like an affront to nature.
That they do.
Mel's like, I thought they were kind of cool looking. All dressed out in black. Capes. Dresses. That was cool. Really like that skull belt that they had.
Maybe you can take it when we take one down.
Off their dead body, that would be a joy.
That would.
Yeah, but what if that cloak is what makes them a mind flayer?
Ooh,
We
what if
don't
the
know.
belt makes him a mind flayer? And if you wear the belt, you become one. But when you take it off, then it's like then you don't.
Ooh.
You know, it's like ooh,
Yeah,
transformation magic. Yeah,
doubtful.
just brainstorming. Yeah, I have no idea how they come to be. Do we know anybody that would know more about mind flayers, or like how about we rest up and then reconvene?
The only place we could probably find information is in Neverwinter, but that's way too far.
Yeah. I think like I think would be nice to know information, but I think gathering the information now is almost a bit too late. Like we've already seen them. We already know that they're going to be a threat, like by what at least I heard that was in my head, a voice I heard. So I think we need to get some sleep and keep traveling. And if we come across them again, then we might just have to pick a fight.
That leads to my question. If we were fresh as a daisy and strong and healthy, could we take them?
That's something we'll have to figure out once we get in a fight, unfortunately.
There's no way to know. So
I'm going to go talk to that dwarf, or
Okay.
try to,
Okay.
but she's
Let's all
going to
go.
change her form to that of a dwarf?
All right, changing to the form of a dwarf that you've seen before.
Colin?
Sure. Everyone knows a Colin. Colin the dwarf.
Mhm.
As you head out into that hall there, after a moment has passed, you look behind the boxes. No dwarf there.
Do I see a trail of blood?
No blood anywhere.
Either we rest in the kitchen or we rest outside. We gotta decide. We can't linger around here.
I think I'm with Claw on this one.
Claw?
I'm sorry, Fang.
Fang, Claw, I don't know why. I don't know what you guys want to call me anymore.
Oh, you agree with White Claw. I thought you were saying you're going to claw.
No. Yeah, I agree.
I would love to speak with that dwarf.
You might
She
have
still has the
left.
dash, right? It hasn't been 10 minutes.
Been like as long as you've been talking, like 5 maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm not going to use see invisibility. I don't want to waste the spell slot for that. So she says, you all wait here, and she's going to run 100 up back to the upper part of the chamber, trying to see if she can see the dwarf going through.
Running up to this darkened area. Looks just as you left it. Chairs in the center. One of them has like the body of that goat on it. Blood still around there. But yeah, it's just as you left it. You left all the doors open.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Four. Eerily quiet in here.
We need to go out. We need to follow. Now we got leave her alone. Let's go.
I guess she'll run back. There's no reason to follow me. I probably can outrun most things that are going to follow me at this moment. But on the next level, there's no... I couldn't see him.
Expo, where do we go? Do we get the fuck out of this place and rest outside? Or do we rest in the kitchen and risk being attacked by those monsters?
I think we should rest in the kitchen. 2 doors. I know they might be able to go through walls, but we have to take the risk.
Mm-hmm. And we still haven't discovered the stones that we came down here for.
Mm-hmm.
If they're down here.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go down there then.
Going back to the kitchen?
Yep.
Just for shits and giggles, Mel just generally says, we saw the mind flayers. We don't know what or how they were. But if you want to join us, we're in the kitchen.
All right. There is no response.
I never expected one.
That's fair. But you guys, sensitive to the doors and looking about the place in here, just kind of waiting. Get back to bandaging up your wounds and just taking it easy for an hour. You can take a short rest. And those ones that you rolled, you can use those. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to use those. Oops, I get a fucking one. Another.
Damn, Isabel.
Yeah. These noises kind of remind me of like old Final Fantasy VII, like clicking on something. I don't remember what. Bloop, bloop.
I think it's
I
like
have
when
to
you're going
risk.
through. I think it's like when you're going through the menu systems.
Yeah.
And like even Kingdom Hearts. Like
Yeah.
you're going through and it makes
Oh,
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, Kingdom
I
a
know
Hearts.
lot of
exactly.
games do that.
They all stole it from Final Fantasies.
How dare they?
Yep.
Oh, wait. Why did it click twice?
Because you hit it twice.
No, because I clicked on the where it says we can add like the number to, and it clicked it. So at least that's good. So got 1, 2.
But everything's still quiet. You would occasionally hear the crackle of the coals in the fireplace. Occasional droplet of water in the sink. What are you guys up to?
This place is really busy down here. Far more people than I would have expected. My point being, we might be able to find other people that could assist us that are having trouble with the mind flayers.
Possibly. I was badly hurt, but at least I got most of my my spells, so at least should be good.
So, do we want to... I'm not saying we check out those south doors, but the other doors in that room to see what else we can find?
Yeah, let's take the shortcut right here with the pantry, and to head back down there.
All right, you guys head back to the hallway.
This was connecting through.
Yeah, but
bedroom
you're
and
you're
then-
going back to the hallway.
Yeah, we're going back. Yeah.
All right, easy enough to do. You guys walk back to the hallway after bandaging yourselves up, and yeah, dusty covered chamber in here. Door to the south, door to the southwest.
They
Shall we
came
try
from the
the
south,
southwest?
so let's try the southwest. Who wants to go first? I ain't going first this time.
You saw one of them go to the southwest door. He phased through the wall there.
I'll go first.
The blind is gonna go first.
Yeah, the blind. Yeah, what do you gotta against me being blind? You-
It's a disability.
Zad, are you able to cast light on her sword? I'm
Yeah.
much as I hate saying this.
I will cast light on her sword.
All right. As her sword glows.
Zad
Whoa.
will go immediately follow behind her, sigh.
Mhm.
Be like,
Okay, so which doors wanted to go through? These ones or
Southwest.
okay? Okay, so I'm gonna open the door.
All
Y'all
right.
ready for this?
Mhm.
As you open the door, the west end of this long room bears an elaborate carving of a mountain filled with gemstones. On the west wall is a dial covered in similar carvings. The dial center has a faceted indentation, like a socket for a gem. Above the dial is a phrase, written in common. Only a complete gift opens the crypt beyond.
Only a complete what?
Gift opens the crypt beyond.
If.
The stones.
I will relay
That
that
makes
to the
sense.
team. Only a complete gift.
The stones that the book was talking about. It would be the most obvious answer.
I agree. But how hefty of a gem do we have to provide? I
It may have
know
nothing
Isabella
to
has
do-
some rubies.
I don't know. It might not be about any stones. We want to go in. Let's go in and at least investigate this a bit more, shall we?
agreed.
Okay.
So I guess we will all go in if we can fit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, coming into here, you would see, these kind of, almost like the dial depicts carvings of different faceted gemstones in various stages of completion, ranging from a handful of marks to a completed emerald cut gemstone.
Any pattern that could tell us.
It's almost
What
like
we're
a
looking for.
clock pattern. Like it goes from like raw gemstone all the way around to a completed cut gemstone.
And what do we? There's a few that are missing. I'm guessing.
There's no gemstones actually there. It's just a carving of gemstones, and there's a socket in the center of the dial.
Mhm.
Oh, great.
Can we
Is
inspect the
that
socket?
Bill? What does that book say of
Yeah.
how we should do this? It's in Dwarven.
Yeah, Zad can read that.
Yeah. So it would tell you the exact combination needed. I'm not going to go through the long short of it. Well, I'm not going to go through the long part. So the long short of it, the short long of it, short version, it tells you what position the dials needs to be turned in. It is a 10-step combination, and It tells you need a gemstone.
Any gemstone?
It doesn't get specific about that.
I have pieces of jade, and that's it.
Wyclif's gonna get the emerald that he didn't sell that he still got in his pocket, and he's gonna see if there's any place he can put it.
Well, there's a socket right in the center of
He's
it.
gonna put. He's gonna put the emerald in the socket.
How much is the emerald value?
Not sure. There's three. I think there's 3 stars. Is it stars?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I had emerald. I know I had an emerald.
Do you remember where you got it from?
In the well, we had the dwarf stuck in the what's it called? The dwarf that was dust dwarf that we freed and then got attacked by the goblins.
Oh, the dead guy.
Yeah, where we
And
killed
Zorzala's Rest.
Yeah, Zorzala's Rest. There you go.
So that would have been in Captain's Suite.
He took it from the
In the bed.
from the vault.
No, there's no.
I recall there was
It wasn't in the
something
vault. Oh, that emerald. Yeah, that'll work.
He didn't sell it at all.
Absolutely. As you insert the emerald in, it fits perfectly. That is a perfect fit for this. You go through the combination?
Yep, he's gonna go through the combination as Zad is telling him.
All right. Upon completion, the dial crushes, or actually the gemstone gets inserted into the wall. Stone plate covers it. And a door would open up. Or actually a door would open up, revealing stairs going down to a darkened destination.
And
So-
Sesame is open. Are we going?
Yeah, do you want me to lead down?
Go ahead.
All right.
That will take up the rear in that case.
Ready, I'll start going down the stairs. That's what I'll do.
Alrighty.
Once Zadkiel
Okay.
gets into the room,
Emerald.
Mel would close those doors that were to the southwest, the other side of the hall.
Gotcha. I'm just grouping you guys together for a second.
And the stairs
somehow
led to
didn't
nothing.
expect that. But yeah, as you head down the stairs, you would see it's a winding path going down, left, down, right, down, left. It's like a zigzag, an occasional swirling. It goes on for about 10 or so minutes as you're just going down deeper and deeper. But as you finally,
Is there any end in sight?
there is an end in sight, as it's each corridor only lasts for about maybe 20 feet. And eventually coming to a landing in a room, a pretty large room. As I accidentally deleted stuff. Where'd you go? But yeah, pretty large room, about like 30 by 30 feet. You would see 4 stone sarcophagi standing against the walls in here. 2 against the northern wall, 2 against the southern wall. A statue of a dwarven warrior standing between each pair of sarcophagi. Statues and sarcophagi are all badly cracked, as if they would fall apart with a touch. I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. In here. As yes, there are 6 of you. Or there are 2 of you. Why didn't it make a white claw? There you go. But yes, you guys are in this space here. Darkened within. And you see a hallway to the east. West. That continues down.
I will just start heading towards that hallway.
Alright.
Anybody coming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Zad's not gonna let you go alone, so obviously he'll be with you.
I'll take the rear. You guys go.
I'll follow behind Dad and Alva.
Mhm.
Let's be careful. We've never been here before.
Yeah, well, I think we're in danger anywhere we go at this point.
There's
Go in
a
front,
door.
Zad. I'll take the rear.
You would see several... You would hear the sound of splashing water. Echoes from the west end of this long hallway. The north wall has 3 doors. And the south wall bears an elaborate carving of a procession of dwarven priests carrying wrapped bodies.
Should we just
This-
keep going
this
down,
is-
or should
This is
we...
a catacomb.
Should we open these doors? Oh, we're walking down, or do we just want to keep walking down?
Looks like we're following Alvi. She just seems to be walking down the hallway.
Hey,
But I want to
Yeah,
say, Isabella,
what's up?
you're doing amazing control that you're not raiding all of these crypts. Thank you.
Wait, there was Crypts raid where?
It's a catacomb.
There were 4
Yeah.
sarcophagi.
And Wacko would
Yeah.
point to the wall, the
no,
salt wall. Are you not seeing this, Isabel?
I'm scared. There's lots of dead people around. That's spooky.
mean-
Here's kind of what that entry hall looks like.
See, look how scary it is. I'm so spooked.
It's comfortable.
It's not
It is.
cutesy.
But
It's not
as
the
you
viewer.
It is.
enter here, who is in front here?
I am.
Alva.
Zad,
Alva, roll me a
Zad's in a
d6.
A D6.
She's just running down this hall.
Yeah, what the heck?
Want to know what's at the end of it? You guys are lollygagging.
Well, because we're spooked. It's a spooky hallway. Ooh.
Alva, as you
Mel's
start...
enjoying the ambience.
That's fair. Alva, as you start to wander down this hall, looking at these carvings, you get this odd feeling. The mind flares, ones that you had just seen, have some evil designs for Radoth or the woods.
Hava will audibly gasp, like, what?
Zad will say, "What's wrong?"
These symbols, these signs. This is about Radoth.
What?
What exactly do I see, DM?
It's not that you see anything, it's just this kind of odd suspicion that the mind flayers are after her.
Okay.
After the woods.
I was gonna walk back to Zadkiel and say, I have a really bad feeling. I think Radoff is in trouble.
We're a long way from Radoff right now. But
I know, but I just got this overwhelming sense just now. I don't know what that could mean.
what kind of trouble? What's involved? Is it the mind flayers?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think we should try to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Well, well, now we're in the middle of this hallway.
Everything all right over there?
Yeah, we're just discussing how to proceed. Alba just got a really bad feeling about Radoff and the woods and the mind flayers.
That's a lot of leagues away.
I know, but I can't describe it. It just came on so suddenly, and it's so strong. What do you guys think? Could we keep going down this hallway?
Push forward and make sure that we take care of whatever's down here so that they don't go after Radoff.
Okay.
I think that's our best course of action.
Do we have another one? I don't think we do.
No, I don't see any other way but proceeding at this point.
Okay. Alva's gonna step behind Zadkiel and let him lead the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Zad's gonna go down the hallway a little more carefully.
All right. Passing by several doors along the way as well.
Are they just like wooden doors? They're not like.
No, everything down here is stone.
Right?
They would have metal handles on them.
Stones.
Kind of elaborate carvings as well.
Okay. Is there writing on them?
Give me a investigation check as you try to look for writing.
Sure. I gotta roll that natural, DM. My
That's
character
fair.
sheet's just not working for some reason. So I'm gonna roll a D20.
D20. Nat frickin' 20.
Ooh. Oh, baby!
Just barely. You can make out in Dwarvish. Corpse preparation.
Okay, so Zad will say, this here is corpse preparation. It appears that we're heading into a morgue or something similar.
A crypt even.
So in other words, don't open the doors. There's probably nothing inside but death and decay.
And trouble. Yeah. Let's continue on the hallway for now.
I wouldn't say trouble. Could be fun, but still death and decay.
Yeah, that's fun.
It can be fun, yes.
No.
It is a natural part of the cycle.
Yeah, until you come back and you're not even sure why you came back from the dead.
So you did come back from the dead.
Apparently. I mean, look at me. Apparently, that's what I've been told, that I didn't look like this before, so... And
So
I still don't...
Yeah.
I still don't really know who I was before, so... Yeah. All I know is what you guys told me, but we should probably keep going.
Yeah, let's press
The
forward.
discussion at a time.
So
All
we'll
right.
Zad will continue down the hallway. If he passes more doors and he sees like writing, if he can make it out like clearly, he would read it just to see if.
You would note that all 3 of the doors are designed the same in this hall.
Okay. Okay, so we're basically having like three corpse preparation rooms. We essentially are passing
Correct.
what would be the morgue. Gotcha. Okay. And down.
And you can
we go.
see water at the end of this chamber spilling out.
It's is it a body of water or is it like a puddle?
You would even hear, it's a body of water. You would even hear light splashing.
Interesting.
And it looks like further on the room has collapsed into a flooded pit.
Zad would step to the edge of the water and just kind of peer down into it.
All right. Zadkiel approaches said water. You would see the hallways continue both north and northeast. Are you guys keeping up with Zadkiel?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We have a choice to make here.
Yeah. You notice the dark water ripples and splashes strangely. And as you peer down, give me a perception check.
Sure.
With a 10, we have a +1. With an 11. As you're glancing at the water there, Zadkiel. Let me figure out how many. 5. Getting a 27, a 23, a 15, a 19, and a 23 to hit.
Okay.
I think your AC is 20, so 3 of those attacks hit.
Okay.
As this sudden surge of water splashes forth as you're peering into this water, a 5 dark blue-hued, almost crocodile serpentine heads surge forth, biting at you. You take 41 points of damage as a large hydra reveals itself.
Oh, no.
And we're going to roll some initiative.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm rolling much better than I am when the Thursday came for, and I've got the exact same initiative.
What happened? Oh, I exited out of the screen. Sorry, guys.
Bring it back.
Please, 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 please. Oh, I'm not mad. I'm kind of. Oh no, I'm mad. Okay.
It's not that bad.
I know, but still. Oh, how'd you get up there? No.
Zadkiel got 15.
Hey, buddy, I understand.
So with that, White Claw, you are up first. As we'll do classic. White Claw, what you doing?
He's gonna cast Chill Touch at the Hydra.
Sure. 19 hits it. This large, huge-bodied beast. Half of its body's still in the water, but its head's very much out. It will take 9 points of damage. As this necrotic cat claw lashes out. Anything else for White Claw?
No, that'll be it.
All right. It's going to take us to Mel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna use that aura of vitality that she thought about using earlier.
All right.
And also steps back. And she uses the vitality on Zadkiel. That'll be the end of her turn.
Oh yeah, Zad, you can't access your character sheet right now.
Right.
So
I'm keeping track of my HP. I know what I have.
Okay, fair enough. How much do you have right now?
I have 10 HP.
All right. Yeah, Mel, roll. Now you have 14. As Zadkiel looks fucked up after getting bit by 3 of the 5 heads of this beast. Anything else for Mel?
That's it for her.
All right, that'll take us to Alva.
Okay, Alva is going to do a quick sprint of 5 feet up to the water, and then she's gonna do a huge dive into the water, and mid-dive she's gonna shift into a hunter shark.
Okay. Drag that shark out here. Absolutely.
All right, and she's gonna go ahead and take a bite. Try to bite.
Take a bite out of crime. 21 will definitely hit. For 11 points of piercing damage, kind of biting onto the side of this huge behemoth. There's blood in the water. Anything else for Alva?
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Zadkiel, you are up.
Okay, Zadkiel's going to use Radiant Soul. And wings will burst forth from his back in kind of like a, cool fiery way.
Absolutely.
And he's going to fly up, not out of reach of the Hydra, but closer to its heads.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick
they're kind of sprawling
and...
up anywhere between 5 and maybe 15, 20 feet high in the space here.
Gotcha. So he'll go 20 feet and he'll slice at one of the heads, attempting to lop one of them off.
All right.
Talent. So that's okay. So let me roll D20
plus 7. A 25 will definitely hit it. It'll be 1d8 plus 4.
D8. Believe you are correct.
For 8 points of damage.
And
carving into one of the necks.
Can I smite on that as well?
Absolutely, why not?
Okay. That is what do I roll for that then?
2d8. Actually, plus your divine thing. So plus 6 plus 2d8. Unless you do a higher level. So plus 6, so 17. As you do indeed, lop off one of its heads.
Cool. That'll end my turn.
Alright, as one of its head just kind of falls to the ground, the neck goes limp. As Patch is giving Alva the 1 buff. So Alva, you will have, this might have happened earlier and I just now noticed it, but Alva, you will have +1 to all of your things for the next minute in game.
Awesome.
Thank you, Patch.
Thanks, Patch.
Patch coming in.
Which will take us to Isabel. Got your torch out.
Yo.
Or actually, you got your sword all lit up as you're holding it out as a torch.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dope right now, not gonna lie. I'm gonna step. I gotta do a couple steps first. So 5, 30. Okay, so I'm right in front of this Goo Goo Gaga baby monster.
Mhm.
I'm also going to just use my bonus action to do second wind.
Yeah.
Just try and get this puppy in use. So I will click on second wind. That
All right, you get
10
10 points of healing.
plus my level, so that'd be 17, correct?
That's already on there.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. Cool. So I'll add that. Or no, I should add
You
it.
get 10.
Yeah.
And you're face to face
There,
with this giant four-headed Hydra beast.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my Dragon Slayer because I'm right in front of it,
Okay.
and I'm going to go in with. I was greedy last time. I'm gonna be greedy again. I'm gonna go in with a Great Weapon Master.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go in for
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go in for a nice good old slice.
A nice slice.
A nice slice. I'm thinking this could make some good meat over the barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably somewhere in between crocodile and snake.
Yeah, I want to feed my friends, you know. All right. Let's go. I'm just making sure things are checked off. And
Getting a nat 1 as you swing towards it. You kind of misstep and almost nearly fall into the water. I'm just going to move you down here.
Okay. I'm gonna take another hit. I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did.
All right, second swing.
Yep.
With the 7, going for these big lunges towards it. It is, I don't know, you just kind of barely graze across the scales of its body.
Can I use my, my precision attack to bring it over?
Yeah, so at the moment you have a 7. If you roll an 8, you can get a 15. So roll me a d8. The 6, so a 7 plus 6, 13 is going to be a miss still. As you try to push into it, it just kind of bounces back from its scales.
Damn, I tried, guys. Okay.
We know you tried.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
That will take us to surprise guest number 1. Because I can show you what this duo actually is. Here's a fun little picture of a Hydra and the water ripples back and forth. As
Why are we fighting this guy?
It attacked you first.
It's
I don't know, because you got to. Because it's here.
Maybe.
As the water doesn't quite reveal itself. I mean, it does, but it's invisible in the water. As there is a shark for it to attack. So it is going to try to constrict said shark. At advantage. Getting a 17 to hit the shark.
That hits.
As the shark takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage as the water just kind of wraps around and squeezes tight. The shark is not grappled actually by it. It's too big. So it realizes it made a mistake and the water ripples away. Which will take us to the Hydra. From the fallen head, 2 more heads split out from it, now having 6 heads, and 3 targets for it to bite at. It's gonna do that. It's gonna bite all y'all. So, first 2 bites snapping out towards the shark, getting a 16 and a 17 to hit.
They both hit.
As the shark will take 17 total points of piercing damage. It is then going to make 2 bites against Zadkiel. Getting a 27 and an 11 to hit.
27 hits.
As Zadkiel takes 11 more points of damage. And then 2 attacks surge towards Isabel. Getting a 25 and a 10 to hit.
The
Right.
10 misses, the 25 hits.
Running a good spread of damage and attack rolls. You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As it just kind of grabs a hold of your shoulder for a moment, which will take us to White Claw.
He's gonna cast Mind Sliver on the Hydra.
All right. Big intelligence save. It got a 15.
It beats it.
All right. It is unaffected. If multiple heads around, you're not sure which head to target.
And that'll be it.
All right. Taking us to Mel.
Mm-hmm. She attempts Toll the Dead against the Hydra.
All right. Big wisdom. You got a big 8.
Ooh.
So he gets 2d12. Necrotic damage. Roll one more d12. Because I forgot to update your thing.
Oh, no worries.
Dealing 10 points necrotic damage as you can see darkened bits around where its ear holes are just kind of start to wither away and turn blackish gray.
Zadkiel gets 4 points of healing.
Alright.
Cool. Thank you.
As Zad, you get a little boost there, which will take us to our hunter shark in the water.
Okay, I'm gonna try to bite the Hydra again.
Alright. A 22 will hit it. For 10 more points of piercing damage, just biting into its side there. It lets out a big roar as it's about to go in for a bite against you.
Do I get an extra point of damage?
You do, because of the 1 buff. And you would have actually gotten a 23 to hit.
3.
Nice.
Anything else for our hunter shark druid?
That'll be it. Just getting ready to take some damage on my next turn.
All right,
That's fine.
Zad, you're up.
Okay. Zad is gonna kind of descend to slash at the body.
All right. At Grandel Jaw. They have a name.
Did you say that the Hydra has a name?
It does.
Uh,
Getting a nat 1 as you try to slash at it. You also kind of accidentally step into the water. Just tumbling.
yeah, tumble kind of.
As its mouths, many mouths are trying to bite and just taking up space here, essentially making it hard.
Gotcha. And then he will try to attack one more time.
All right.
Forgot that I had 2 attacks last turn. I think that was my other character. Ugh.
5 plus 7, I think, is going to be a miss.
Okay. That will be the end of my turn.
All right. Taking us to Isabel.
All right.
Seeing the water splashing around here, you're kind of maybe up to your knees in water. Same with Zadkiel.
Okay. My last turn, I was just like getting warmed up. It's time.
Sure.
It's time.
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's time for real action now. I'm gonna go in with my Dragon Slayer with Great Weapon Master again.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. For reals this time.
Getting a 7 to hit
That's just a warm up.
is a warm up.
Yeah. Let's
Taking
let's
these
do
big
it.
swings, and you're just kind of getting stuck in the water because it is, the ground here is uneven. This thing has
It
definitely
is.
been a collapsed area. It's not your fault. It's the ground.
It's the ground. Yes, exactly. I'm a trained swordsman. And I am going to do this again
All right.
with the Great Weapon Master.
Great
See
Weapon
if it
Master.
will
It's
come in
it's gonna pay off.
It's gonna pay off. Don't worry, folks.
It always does. Getting an 11 to hit.
I'm gonna do the riposte again. I'm gonna do
The
that
precision.
again. The precision. Sorry.
All right, roll me a d8.
Come on, baby.
Getting a 13 is still gonna be a miss.
Oh my goodness.
Anything else for Isabel?
You know, nah, I'm just gonna kick my feet up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just practicing again.
All done?
Yeah.
All right. Gonna take us to the water. The water is going to try to restrict Isabel. As Isabel, you are standing in the water there. Does a 21 hit you?
It does.
As you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, the water seems to grab a hold of you, pulling you down, kind of restraining you. And in fact, you get dragged underwater.
Oh, damn.
With it. And yeah, 10 points of bludgeoning damage. You are grappled and restrained.
Nice.
You don't go that far, you just go here.
Okay.
But that will take us to Grandlejaw with his 6 mighty heads is going to, well, it's still got 3 targets. It's going to use all 6 of its heads. 2 on the big shark, getting a 13 and a 19 to hit said shark.
Yep.
As the shark
Yes,
will take 19 points of damage.
Alright, and I'm back to Alva.
Zadkiel getting a 26 and a 19 to hit.
And the 26 hits.
As you take 13 points of piercing damage. As Zadkiel's wings flicker with flames for a brief moment before going limp. As the creature kind of picks up his limp body for, like, as it's about to pick up its limp body. And then 2 attacks against Isabel at advantage because she is restrained. Getting an 18 and a 14.
The 18 hits, the 14 does not.
As you take 14 points of piercing damage. As it bites onto you, trying to rip up bits of your flesh as you're being dragged underwater. Which will take us to the top of the round. White Claw.
Let's see what he's gonna do.
What is he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
He's gonna move all the way up this side jump. And I'm just gonna make sure that it's not 10 feet. Yeah, so he's gonna cast to get him away from the
Hydra.
yeah, from the Hydra. He's gonna cast Thunder Step and move away, back away.
Where
What's
are you
that?
moving to? 300 feet you got.
He's gonna move back, down the hall, a little bit down the hall to allow Mel to heal up. Is that Joe?
Well, wherever you move,
Yeah.
he's going with you.
Yeah, right there. And the Hydra was 5 feet.
Yeah, the Hydra will take damage. Go and roll me some damage.
Let's see the Thunder Step.
Con save. Got a
Forgot.
15 on its con.
It is, I think it takes half.
Yeah, 3d10. And it'll take 8 points of thunder damage. As you kind of disappear, it tries to snap out towards you, but you're already gone.
And that'll be it.
All right. Taking us to Mel.
Mm-hmm. Another Toll of the Dead.
All right. And another wisdom save. As bells ring out, it got a 7. 2d12. Take 18 points of damage. As that, you can see a few of its heads just kind of wincing at the pain as darkness starts to fill parts of their eyes.
And Zakiel gets 7 points of healing.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
Question. I would love to throw cast Moonbeam, but I already have a concentration spell going, so that means I can't use it, can I?
Right. Well, I mean, you can. You would just lose concentration on your current concentration.
Yeah.
Staying
And
put
that's
there.
it for her.
All right. That'll take us to Alva.
Okay, Alva is going to cast Blight on.
Okay. Absolutely. What does this look like?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't work from the spell sheet again. So, Alva's in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Treading water
So-
here.
Kind of like everything around her kind of goes into a vacuum and starts like she has like a circle of dryness around her as she casts the spell,
Okay.
where the water just kind of repels her. She becomes like hydrophobic. Alright. Blight. There you are.
I gotta make a con save. As this darkness would kind of start to dry out part of its body. It got a 21, unfortunately. So only takes 11 points of necrotic damage. Or 10. As one of its heads
Do I still
falls
get
limp.
+1?
Yes, you do. So it will do 22, so 21. But we'll do one more. As yeah, one of its heads does fall limp, as it now is back down to 5. Anything else for Alva in the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
You can't cast 2 leveled spells in a turn.
It's a bonus action, though.
Right, but it's a leveled spell.
Oh, okay.
It took me like 3 years to learn that.
He still forgets.
Yeah.
That's a little strange.
It's so you don't use a bunch of really powerful stuff in one turn.
Well, I should be able to do that, but I'm done.
Fair enough. That will take us to Zadkiel as this kind of healing light wakes you up as a white claw just kind of barely clutching you.
Okay, Zad is gonna stand up, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself at level 2.
All right. Seeing the splashing going on and another limp head dipping into the water.
For level 2, I roll
2d8. Plus your charisma, which is 3? 2. So you get 13 hit points.
Okay. That is excellent. And then that will kind of move back towards the Hydra.
All right.
It's not going to go all the way.
Well, you've only got
It's gonna go
15 feet
direct.
anyways.
Oh, 15 feet, that's right.
Yeah, no, I moved.
Or actually,
you
you have 20 feet. So if you wanted to get there, you could. But
Yeah, that's 15's cool.
okay. That's gonna take us to Isabel. Underwater.
All right. No more playing I'm going to try and unrestrain myself.
All right, that it will be your action. Give me an
Yes, it will be.
athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go with athletics.
All right.
So I will roll that.
With a 26, yeah. You break yourself free and are no longer restrained. You are still in the water.
So because that was my action, can I can't, like, I only want to walk. Can I just walk out of the water?
Sure.
Yeah, I still have my walking. Can I be, when I scored pretty high, DM. Could I, like, what was restraining me? Was it like a tentacle or something?
It was the water.
Could I hurt the water? Because I had
If you make it,
damage?
no. This is just a
Damn
break
it.
free.
I'm getting greedy.
If you want to action surge and attack the water, you certainly can. You are in water, so it would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm asking for too much. I'm just gonna run out of the water.
As you run out of the water bites back.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, as you start to run out of the water tries to grab you back.
What is that going to be, an acrobatics check or an
No,
athletics?
it's attacking you, getting a 21 to hit.
That hits me.
As you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh! Why?
And the water drags you back down. Unfortunately. This is a horrible enemy to fight, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I'd like to not thank the Academy. Is this where I say my death speech? I don't know. Just,
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Please help me, I'm under the water. My turn is over.
Fair enough. Anything else for Isabel?
Okay. I believe I can't do anything because I used my action.
Right. You have action surge, though, so it's like an opportunity. If you wanted to action surge, you could, but you don't have to.
You know what? Okay, no. I think I will action surge to get out again.
Okay.
And this time I will not run. But then if I don't run, the water's going to take an opportunity to get at me again.
Metagame.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Here for a second. The water, whatever it is, has already used its reaction. It does not have another one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now back in the story.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use action surge and I'm gonna do an athletics check.
Alright, give me an athletics check.
Okay.
18, you break free of this water restraining you easy enough.
And I'm going to get out of the water.
Alright, you get out of the water.
Amazing.
You going any further?
Because
you're still next to it.
I know. So how much move was that? So 5, 10. I'm gonna go a little further.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. Okay. That's all.
The Hydra will bite at you as you move away.
Oh. Cool. I was right here. No, was I right here or here?
It would have, whenever you were here or here and then you try to move here, the Hydra will bite out at you with every single mouth it has.
Okay. Give it to me. What happened?
First attack is a nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Don't worry, it rolled horrible damage. Second attack is a 20. Third attack is
That
a
hits.
12.
Doesn't hit.
A 14 and a 10.
The 12, 14, 10 don't hit. The natural 20 obviously does. And then what was the second one after that? 18?
No,
20.
Yeah. Just it was a nat 20 and a 20 are the only ones that hit you.
Yes,
you
you're
take
correct.
13 from the nat 20 and 12 from the 20. So you take a total of 25 points of damage. And you do get to where you want to go. As Isabel's looking fucked. That's gonna take us to the water, dude. There's only one person in the water now. Alva, does an 11 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Water rolled shit this turn, as you can feel the water bumping into you, and you just kind of kick it away and shoo it. Maybe dehydrating the area at the time because your residual spell stuff. At which point, Grand Old Jaw, the Hydra, grows 2 more heads for a total of 7 heads. As it does, you can see part of its wound stitching up. And it's gonna attack Al. Actually, it's gonna step up here. Kind of to like a couple of heads intimidating the rest of you guys. 5 of the bites are gonna go towards Alva.
Great.
It's not good. Well, it rolled horrible damage. It also got 2 more crits. A 16, an 11, a 23, and 2 nat 20s.
Alright, everything except for the 11.
The 11, which is the one that rolled the best damage. So Alva will take 21 plus 7, 28 plus 11, 39 points of damage. But then the other 2 heads are going to bite out towards Isabel. Getting 2 17s to hit.
Those both hit. Yeah.
As Isabel, you take 10 points of piercing on the first one, which drops you down, and the second one makes you fail 2 death saves. As this...
Did you have a good week this week?
Did
you have a good week this week?
It was an okay week. But tell you what, that'll take us to the top of the round, and I hate to do it in the middle of combat, but this will be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break here, as these are dire circumstances with this Hydra that now has 7 heads just tearing into you, and it has a water friend that is just trying to drown everyone. But yeah, we'll take our little break here, and if yeah, we'll say this break's brought to you by our secret word for the day, which is, I forgot, I gotta look it up. Yeah, code word for the day is Mind Flare. So if you know what to do with the Mind Flare, with the code word, Mind Flare. Mind Flare, code word. But we're gonna take our break here. Don't forget about the code word. And say it one more time. Mind Flare. We'll be back here in 5 or so minutes and see how horrible this goes. Or good. Hopefully good. Yeah, we'll be back in a bit, folks. Alright, folks. We are back into it, and as we're getting back into it, Patch is giving Watcher's Inspiration to Isabel right out the gate here. So thank you, Patch. Isabel, use that wisely. You can add a d6 to any one roll for the rest of this session.
Okay.
Again, thanks, Patch. Much appreciated. But last we left off, the group taking the stairs down, finding the crypt of Talon, passing down a hallway, coming to a sunken portion, is now embroiled in battle with a Hydra, and the water in this space, as water fills half the room here. The water itself seems to be alive, and the Hydra, now with 7 heads. Isabel got bit to shit and is hurt. A lot of you guys are you're pretty hurt. But we are back into it. Top of the round. White Claw. What are you doing?
He's gonna say, Zad, smash those head togethers, and he's gonna cast polymorph on him, transforming him into a giant ape.
All right. I'll repeat the code word for you again, Submariner. It's Mind Flare. As Zadkiel doesn't fit here. Let me see about the size here. He might only be a large ape.
I mean, if he gets pushed in there, I'm guessing he could fit.
He doesn't get pushed, though, is the unfortunate thing. So he is just there as he is an ape. Let me grant you the ability to use said ape. Zadkiel.
Let me see. I might be able to pull that up.
What does it look like as you cast this?
It basically would create like an illusion of an ape and just push it towards Zadkiel.
All right, as this illusion covers Zadkiel, you turn into be like 10 foot tall. I think the ceilings in the halls are only 10 feet. 10-foot tall ape.
Cool.
The creature none of you have ever seen besides White Claw, and only in his faintest of memories. Yeah, that happened. Anything else for White Claw?
No, that'll be it.
It's gonna take us to Mel.
Mm-hmm. It's worked so far. Toll of the Dead.
All right. Big old wisdom. It got a 13.
That's a tie.
So unfortunately, it doesn't hear the bells tolling.
Meld steps back 10 feet. 8 healing for Isabella.
All right. At Isabel, you get 8 hit points.
Wait, does that start from the negative that I'm in?
You're
or
at
does that-
0. There is no negative hit points. You're at 0.
Oh, amazing.
So you are on the
Thank you.
ground, and you just feel this light hit you for 8 hit points. Which will take
Amazing.
us to Alva in the water.
Thank you so much.
Alright. Alva's gonna kind of quickly look over at the Zadkiel ape and see him sort of looking at his giant gorilla hands. Like, what the hell? And I'm just gonna go, don't worry, you get used to it. And then I'm gonna shift into a shark again.
Okay. Big
Oh,
old,
like that.
big old shark.
And I'm gonna bite the Hydra. Try to bite the Hydra.
All right, bite the Hydra. An 18 will hit that Hydra. It'll take 11 points of piercing damage. You bite onto the side. Insert Godzilla noises here.
Do I still have +1?
Yes, you do. Because a minute has not passed yet. So it will take 1 extra damage.
Nice.
Anything else for Alva?
That's it for me.
We've got our King Kong versus Ghidorah here. What's Zaddy Kong gonna do?
Daddy Kong.
So Zaddy is looking at his hands like similar.
Oh, you got really quiet.
Yeah, very quiet.
How about now? Is that
Yeah, we
better?
can hear you now.
Okay, so Zad is going to, he's looking at his hands, and he's kind of confused, but he has an instinctual ape in him now. Like, he just kind of combined into Zad, Zad, like you said, Zad Kong.
Yeah.
is going to kind of do that gorilla run with like the fists, like when they like charge at each other towards the Hydra.
Okay.
And he's going to make a multi-attack.
All right. Can you... Yeah. 13 is going to be a miss as you try and swing out with a fist. Its head's kind of duck. You swing out with a second one. 19 hits. I don't know if you can roll damage. If you can't, roll me 3d10. You can! For 16 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the heads kind of gets knocked into the other and goes limp there.
And then he's just going to roar.
All right.
And that's that on his turn.
That'll take us to Isabel on the ground, seeing this giant gorilla surge through the hall here.
Wow, yeah, I missed a lot.
Yep, as you wake up.
As I wake up,
Yep.
they're like, am I still dreaming? So I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. And
Seeing this
I'm
gorilla
gonna
fight the
say-
Hydra.
yeah, it's just first there was Sharknado, and then there's like, man, they really want to take the franchises really far. Now I'm gonna say going through a gorilla,
You can do it.
going through this gorilla. You think I can do it?
I would say it'd be difficult terrain. You'd have to... I would say you can do it, though. It'd be fine.
Yeah. Okay. The only thing is I feel like if I cross through, like, behind the gorilla to, like, north, I have a feeling that this 3-headed, now 7-headed, sorry, Hydra creature, it will have an attack of opportunity.
Actually, it has 6 heads right now, because one of them did go limp.
Right, so 6.
But yeah. No, it wouldn't. It's only when you leave its area of attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if I'm trying to pass, like, if I'm trying to go,
Yeah, you
continue
can
on
get
north.
here super easy.
Yeah, but let's say I were to go
You can
diagonal.
You can go here or
here.
here with your movement. Yeah.
But if I go there, don't they have an attack of opportunity?
No, you're not leaving anyone's threatened space.
Okay.
It only
it's
happens
you.
when, like, if you were to go up here, yes.
Okay.
Or if you were to run up and then try to run back, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna... I just don't know if that's a good move. Let me just check what I have in my... Yeah, I have no health potions. I have nothing. Okay, so... Would this be the max amount of movement you'd give me
Yes.
right here? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So pretty far. I just don't want to get too big of myself because I only have 8 hit points.
Yeah, I know.
I think. Okay, I'll stay where I am, but I'll stay in the defensive. Like I'll be ready to.
You run up to the Hydra and take the dodge action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, if I take the dodge action with the Hydra, does that count for all the heads or just one?
It means you take the dodge action. Means that any attack against you will have disadvantage. Period.
Dope. Okay, let's do that.
All
And
right.
I'll end my turn right there.
That's going to take us to the water. Only one thing in the water right now. That's a shark. So the water's going to kind of compress around the shark. Getting a 21 to hit. As the shark takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Unfortunately, it can't restrict the shark because the shark's too big. But the shark does take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
At which point, we'll take it to the Hydra's turn. That one limp head splits apart and regrows another head for a total of 8 heads.
Bastard.
And you can see some of its wounds kind of starting to heal up. Which, yeah, it's going to then use its 8 heads, splitting apart. We'll do 2 against the shark. Getting a 23 and a 25 to hit.
Those both hit.
Shark takes 15 points of damage. I'll do one spare one at Isabel at disadvantage. Getting a 15 to hit.
That misses.
And then it's going to use 5 against the Great Ape. Getting a... It misses with the last two. 22, a 27, a 12, a 9, and a 10.
Yep,
So the
9,
ape
10,
will take 28 points of damage.
No sweat.
Not a big
Nope.
thing, as it's just kind of tearing off fur of the ape. Which will take us to White Claw, top of the round.
He's gonna cast Chill Touch on towards the
Alright.
Hydra. Oh, sorry, I didn't wait to do one.
21 will hit. Which is odd because the first dice roll that actually rolled was the other one.
For me, no. For me, I see the.
I mean, the actual dice on the screen. It was rolling the other one first, and then it got replaced with this one. It's weird. I'll take the first one that's on the sheet, though. 21 will hit. For 10 points of damage. Just doing math here real quick. 228. So I have it on the ape. It will take 10 points of necrotic damage. Anything else for White Claw?
Nope, that'll be it.
Taking us to Mel.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna keep with Toll of the Dead.
Alright. It got a 15. Seems
Wise little
it's
creep.
grown wise to your ways.
All those heads. Isabella gets 7 points.
Alright. Isabel, you get 7 hit points.
Thank you so much.
Which... You staying put there? Not you. Not your turn.
Oh, Mel is staying.
Sorry.
Alright.
I'm
That will
just, like,
take
wondering.
us to Alva.
You too.
Alright, Alba, the shark is gonna attempt to bite again.
Alright. Add advantage. And +1.
Oh.
A 13 is going to miss as this water kind of harrying you, pulling you back, or at least attempting to, just throwing off your aim as the shark just a little bit. I will also say, Moon Druid, you can use spell slots to heal yourself if you wanted while you're in wild shape.
While I'm in wild shape?
Yep. That is a core part of the... You can use a bonus action to expend a spell slot and regain 1d8 hit points per spell slot expended.
Okay, yeah, I'll use, I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
You don't cast spells. You just use that. You expend a spell slot. You don't cast it. And for every level, so if you were to use a level 1 spell slot, you get 1d8. If you were to take away a level 2 spell slot, you get 2d8, 3d8, and so on and so forth.
So what do I roll?
What spell slot do you want to use? A first, second, or third? Or fourth?
Let me look. First.
Alright, so you just heal yourself for 1d8.
1.
You get 5 hit points as a shark.
Yeah.
Which will take us to Zaddy Kong.
Okay, can I multi-attack again, or is that a one-time?
Yeah, it's every as an action
attack.
you can attack with both of your fistus.
Oh yeah, I have to do this twice.
The 14 misses, but the 17 hits. For 22 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of grab a hold and just kind of knock one of the heads right off. Goes flying and splashes into the water.
Zad pounds his chest and then ends his thing.
All right, taking us to Isabel, as this thing only has 7 heads now.
Okay.
Only 7.
Only 7.
Only 7.
I think I'm going to use my Dragon Slayer and go for one of the heads.
All right.
Just unfortunately, without Great Weapon Master.
Why don't you roll a nat 20?
Oh my gosh! Don't say it. It's gonna be true.
You do also, don't forget, you have heroic inspiration. Not heroic inspiration. You have Watcher's inspiration, as if someone is watching you, and you have a d6 to any roll.
Yes.
Any one roll, your choice. But yeah, what are you doing? See the attack.
I'm gonna go without it.
All
Maybe
right.
the next one I will. I'm at...
Nat 1, as you slip closer to the water.
Jeez Louise. Alright, you wanna know what? I'm gonna do another attack. I'm gonna use Great Weapon Master, and I'm gonna use the Watcher's Inspo.
Well, you can choose to use it after you see the roll.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use... Yep, I am gonna use Great Weapon Master, though.
Alright.
And...
A 15.
But then I can use Great Weapons Master, which makes it 16.
No, Great Weapon Master makes it a 15.
No, I'm gonna make... I mean, the Watcher's Inspiration... Wait, will that only make it 16?
You get to roll a d6.
Okay. Sorry, I'm panicking.
You're good. Don't worry. Roll me that d6. And turning the 15 into an 18, that does hit.
Oh my gosh, finally! I think this is my first hit in this,
It is.
this battle. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I had a tough one on Wednesday, let me tell you.
Oh,
It
tell
happens.
me more.
For 22 more points of damage.
Yeah, that's right.
If you wanted to throw more on it, you could use more of your combat superiority stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You could do a pushing attack or a trip attack. I don't care.
I don't know if I can trip a Hydra in water. I bet you I can push it, though. But hey, wait, how big is he?
It has to be large or smaller, so you can't trip it, but I'm just saying it would add on extra damage, so you can't do either because it's too big. But you can do extra damage if you wanted to throw on more damage.
Yeah, I want to throw on more damage.
Alright, roll me a d8.
Okay.
A superiority die. For a total of 24 damage. As you do indeed lop off another head.
Woohoo! And then...
As it only has 6 now.
Yay!
Only 6.
Only 6. Amazing.
We started at what, 4?
Yep.
5.
5. Yeah, 5.
The 6, the 7 to 8, back down to 6.
Anything else for Isabel?
I think that's all I can do. Because my first attack... Yeah, and I can't use an action surge. I already used it. Yeah, I believe that's all. Great job, team.
As it lost 2 heads. 4 more sprout from it on its turn. So
What?
it now has 10 heads total. As you see them starting to split apart, the water surges around the shark. And gets a 22 to hit the shark. Shark takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage. As the water just kind of squeezing onto it. The Hydra, now with 10 full heads, but still bloodied and battered, is... Let me do some math here. I mean, it's not smart, but...
It's been pretty wise.
It'll split it up. It is pretty wise. It's not smart, but it's wise. It is going to... 2 against the shark, 2 against Isabel, and 6 against the ape.
Okay.
Shark got a 12 and a 27 to hit.
They both hit.
As the shark takes 17 more points of damage. So it took 17 from the water and 17 from this.
Oh, okay, then I'm Alva.
As Alva would actually be floating in the water at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unconscious. As you would be at 0 hit points now.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the bites bite out towards Isabel. Getting a 23 and a 17 to hit.
Both of those hit.
As Isabel, the first attack does 11. Second attack does 15 for a total of 27. Or 26. That's math for you.
I'm down too.
As Isabel falls unconscious, being tore up by these heads, and then 6 heads are going to bite the giant ape. Getting, well, actually, let's look at the ape's AC. Every single attack hits.
Cool.
So, let's look up here. We got 13 plus 12 is 25, plus 7 is 32, plus 11 is 43, plus 11 is 54, plus 12 is 66.
Okay.
As the ape itself is looking rough compared to its previous form of a healthy ape. Brandlejaw also looks pretty rough, which takes us to White Claw. Top of the round.
I'm trying to figure out what to do.
This is a doozy.
Yeah, it really is.
What are you doing?
He's gonna cast Phantasmal Force at the Hydra,
What do you want it to see?
and he's gonna cast it so that it looks like the entire room is just engulfing in flame.
Alright. Seeing everything turning to fire. Intelligence save. Got a 7. As it thinks it's on fire, it'll take damage on its turn.
Right, that'll be it.
Alright. Mel?
Mm-hmm. Keeping with the fire, she's going to try to throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
At her?
It? Them?
Them? Them. We'll go with them.
Yeah. Because they've got multiple heads, multiple personalities.
Sounds...
Sounds confusing. A 25 will hit it, though.
Dang.
Very nice.
For 16 points of fire damage. Blasting one of the necks as it starts to falter a little bit. Anything else for Mel?
And 5 healing points for Alva.
She is 20 feet out of your range right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's
45.
with me. Yeah.
And it has to be within 30 feet?
Well, you should see, if they're in that orange bubble.
Yeah, you have to move.
I don't see an orange bubble per se.
Kind of on the edge here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very faint.
I can change it to a different color.
Okay.
It's just red makes me think of not good. So you can get to Isabel from there.
Yeah, Isabel gets the 5.
All right.
Oh, I'm so flattered.
Yellow? We'll do yellow. That's bright.
That's a good look.
As Isabel, you get
Good
5
color.
hit points. Taking us to Alva. Alva, if you'll whisper me a death save, please.
Will do.
All right. Zadkiel, giant ape.
multi-attack.
All right. Slamming into this Hydra. 18 hits. 15 hits. 26 damage.
Boom.
16 more points of damage.
Yes.
42 points.
Oh, baby.
Zaddy Daddy is angry.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, what does it look like as you end the reign of this giant Hydra creature?
Okay, so this is just a flurry of fucking violence. See that?
Just ripping heads off.
Beats his chest. See him grab a head, bite its neck, rip it off, grab two heads, pull them apart, splitting down the body, and punching one, smashing it in his hand. And yeah, just it's bad. It's real bad. He's mad.
I'm a bot.
All right.
A rain of gore pours down over everyone.
There, I'm bot.
There's the plotting.
Yeah. That'll take us to Isabel.
All right. Dang. Okay, so how deep is
Your love?
Alva in the water right now?
You don't know the song "How Deep Is Your Love"? She's like maybe
No.
you know in an area that's like 5 feet deep, 6 feet deep.
Okay, I'm going to move, be diagonal from Alva. Can I pull her out of the water?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pour Alva out of the water.
As you go to pull her out, the water tries to pull you in.
No! Athletics pull?
It has to hit you, pull. Getting an 11.
Does not hit me.
You pull Alva out of the water.
Okay. And sorry, I just need a quick reminder. Is that considered an action or a bonus action?
It's considered nothing. It's just movement. Item interaction.
Okay. All right. I have nothing to heal her with. Am I able to just like encourage her with my positive attitude for her to get up?
You can try to patch up her wounds, like
Yes.
with medicine.
Yes.
Give me a medicine check.
You can
All right.
recite after history.
I'm gonna say I hear Alva say like something when she's healing. So I'm gonna attempt to say kumquat, but I'm gonna say completely wrong. So I'm gonna say come what? And it's 5.
So are you actually trying to bandage her, or are you just saying kumquat to her?
I'm saying kumquat as I'm trying to bandage her.
Okay,
I don't know
fair
how it
enough.
works. Yeah.
With a 5, you don't know where she's bleeding from, but it might be internal. You're unsure.
Ay.
That'll take us to White Claw.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
He's going to dispel the giant thing. He's
All
going
right.
to basically break its concentration, but that's not really an action or anything.
No.
And he's gonna move forward. Let's make sure. How much I got? Oh, it's only 15. Okay. He's gonna move forward, be able to see a bit, and that'll be it. He's not gonna do anything right now because he doesn't know what's going on.
All right, that'll take us to Mel.
Six to Alva.
All right, as you step
And Mel?
forward to see Alva.
I think she was already.
Kind of. You
Yay,
saw like
thank
her
you.
foot.
Oh,
As you heal Alva, we can hop out of combat then. with the water splashing just stops suddenly. Alva comes to. You see other hallways in the space here as you get a glimpse. One heads northeast, and another kind of broken one heads to the north over in the corner.
At this point, how many hills do I have left?
I have no idea. We'll say 4.
Okay.
Who's getting them?
Oh, I definitely don't need them.
Yeah, she can see bars of health.
Yeah. But they don't always work.
Who's getting what?
Oh.
Wait, why use your heals right now when we could just have a short rest?
She's has the spell already on, so she's
Oh,
got 4
okay.
rounds until it's done.
Okay, sorry, that's my bad.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
So 18 goes to Isabella.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Woo!
You have 46 more.
Jesus.
Why do I keep doing that? And 14 to Alva.
All right.
Thank you.
And the yellow goes away.
I think we need applause for everybody on that one.
Say again?
We need applause for everyone on that fight. Absolutely everyone.
And welcome surprise guest number 3.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Don't give him any ideas.
I can't pull a giant ape out of my magic again for another long rest. So
Question: the Hydra, would Isabel have the knowledge, since I'm drawn to cooking, about seriously if I could fillet some of the meat
Give
off?
me a nature check.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks similar to like crocodile. You might be able to do something with it.
Okay.
It didn't seem like a super smart creature.
Okay, I'm going to take some of the meat. I'm gonna take it off with my hand axe. And reason being, just because I got a 13 and I am familiar with cooking, but because of the 13, I'm gonna cut it, but it's not like a perfect cut.
All right, so spending some time
Yeah.
carving into this creature. It will take a while to butcher anything off of it, but you can do so if you spend some time with it.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Yep.
So I was at Zad to be an ape. It was the first time I was using that.
I don't know what just happened, but it was fucking awesome. Whoa. Guys, don't do that to me though. Even though I was that thing, I could still sense you falling.
Your mind didn't seem to resist. So I don't know.
No. I accepted that. That was.
You could have resisted. I'm pretty sure.
I trust you. I felt it come from you, so I knew it wasn't the Hydra, and it worked out.
Yeah, it did. But to be honest, I wasn't sure if it was gonna work.
Felt great to be one of Maliki's creatures.
I would say, Alva, as they're talking, that nagging sensation you had in your head goes away.
Huh.
So yeah, maybe that's gonna help you with your getting back with Miliki and or forgiving you or something. Killing that big creature over there.
Perhaps. We shall see if I can gain her favor again.
I'm sure you
Sorry.
will one day.
Sorry, just a question. like, I guess this is kind of in character, kind of out. I looked up Hydra in like our 5th edition, and what kind of Hydra was this?
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what kind of Hydra this was.
Because Isabel doesn't have access to books.
I cannot read. No, I can. Okay.
Are you
So I'm
sure?
gonna-
Are you sure the book can read?
Yes, she can read. She just chooses not to.
She's got like an 11 or 13 intelligence. She's not dumb.
Yeah,
Fair
no,
enough.
I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb.
mean-
I'm just the type of person that would take action first.
She's got 12
And then-
intelligence.
Yeah. So I might turn to some of the people and be like, so the battle's over? Like, do we... Like, I can't believe we just got through that. Like, that was probably one of the... I don't say this often, but I think this was one of the toughest battles I've ever fought in a long time. Don't get me wrong, I loved it, but we were a bit in a sticky situation there.
Yeah. It's a situation, all right. Let's stay away from the water.
I
Yeah. What was
I would-
happening in that water? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It
Something's up with
almost
this
seemed like it
water.
was alive.
Yeah.
But it seems calm
Yeah.
now.
I didn't see the water move.
Yeah.
At least too far away. It seems like there's just the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
So where to? North or north?
North or north.
There's a small passage over here and a wider hall over here.
Let's should we take the narrow path or the wide road? There's a saying about that somewhere.
I say the wide road. Why not?
Okay.
I guess I'll lead the way.
Zad, you probably should lead. She's a bit hurt. You're a bit
I
in
am.
better shape.
Yeah, I'll lead.
I'll be right behind you then.
Hey, it's a pretty long tunnel hallway. I can see a statue at the end. And there's a couple doors.
Couple dwarves.
You see one.
Oh,
Yeah, you would see the 1, 2. I guess you can kind of see that. You would see 2 doors
mhm.
down the hallway.
Doors. Oh, I thought you said dwarves.
Statues of dwarves, yeah. Could
Oh.
barely make it down there.
Right. Zad, you'll lead. We're gonna go down this
Yeah.
hallway. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take the rear.
Off we go then.
And as you start heading down this narrow corridor, boop-a-doo. Yeah, you would see a door to your right up ahead, and then a door to your left as well.
So what are we thinking, everyone? Do you want to check the doors before instead of just going
Yeah.
straight down the hallway?
Anything
Is
written on
Jim-
those?
Are they?
I think we should just keep going down the hallways and come back, look at the doors.
I mean, the other doors had something written. If those do, could tell us if we should come back or just ignore them.
True.
We could try to find a room that's easily defensible quickly, so we can take another short rest if you guys like to, since we're so hurt again.
What are we thinking?
All right, let's check the door to the left.
I even put the ear to it to see if you can hear anything.
Yeah, Sad
Yeah.
will do that.
So, Zad, if you're gonna hear the door, I'm gonna hear the door in front of where I am. So, DM, I'm gonna put my ear to the door to see if I can hear it.
All right, give me a perception check. And Zadok, you'll give me a perception check.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Ooh.
See, ability to skill. Sorry, I'm doing it on the app. It takes me a second. So, perception. gently do that.
Both of you putting your ear to the door, listening. Zadkiel, yours. Quiet. Silence within. Isabel with a nat freaking 20. Just want to double check. You would hear some muffled. Huh.
Slurping.
Well, there you are. Like someone talking. Lightly.
Okay. I'll I won't say it loudly. Like I was talking normally, and then when I put my ear to the door, I'll relay to the team in a bit of a lower voice saying, I do hear some murmurs behind this door. They're not talking too loudly, so I can't quite make out what they're saying.
Zad will say in a near whisper, sounds like this room is empty. And
Yeah.
he will slowly open the door.
All right. Opening the
I'm
door
gonna
where there's
say-
nothing?
Yeah, we'll keep my door closed for now.
Okay.
He's in agreement.
Opening up the door, you would kind of see images of the Temple of Talendrith adorn the walls of this crypt. The sarcophagus in this room bears a carved image of a dwarven woman wearing a very large ring.
Zad would kind of do like the come here signal and enter the room.
I'll go more towards this.
All right.
As people are
As
gathering,
you enter into the room and start to gather, the sarcophagus lid slides open, revealing a dwarven skeleton with a short beard, long flowing hair, and what looks to be funerary robes. And still wearing the ring, lunges towards the first person. We're going to roll initiative.
Oh.
Ooh. That was a piss poor roll.
Again, I find it hilarious that I keep getting super high roll on Fridays, and on Thursdays I get horrible initiative.
But with that, White Claw, you're first. Hearing the screeching of stone from within, and a low rasping of what might be a voice.
He's gonna move up, and try to see if he can see inside.
Yeah, you can kind of.
Right
I would
behind
say
Alpha.
whatever's in there has cover for sure. But yeah, you can kind of see a skeleton sitting up, starting to lunge towards Isabel.
What he's gonna do? How far is it? He's gonna cast Maximum Hurt Grasp and to go and grab that thing.
Sure.
Right there.
Grabbing that skeleton. Is it strength save?
Yep.
Got a 20. Avoids the grasp of your hand. Anything else for White Claw?
Nope, that'll be it for this turn.
Oh, I didn't put Zad on there. Zad got 13. Fair enough. That will take us to Mel. You also see this skeleton standing up.
Saw Isabella's roll, and I thought that was mine. Yeah, she attempts to throw a Mind Sliver at it.
Okay. Got a big 4. As skeletons aren't known for their smarts. As the skeleton takes 6 points of psychic damage and has minus a d4 on its next saving throw.
And Mel just kind of shifts over to that corner.
All right.
Clean up space so people can come in.
Taking us to Alva. Alva, as you were about to enter this room, yeah, you would see this sarcophagus slide open and go towards Isabel.
Alright, I'm gonna move into the room, get out of. And Alva's gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay. As clouds start to fill the ceiling in here is probably only like 7 feet tall. If that. Some of you might have to crouch a little bit, but it is, yeah, as the clouds are kind of filling your eyes a little bit. Where's that going?
Where's what going?
The lightning bolt that you're striking down.
Oh. So we have the skeleton. And what's this?
The claw.
That is a stony claw trying to grab out of the skeleton.
Okay. So it's gonna go to the skeleton.
Yeah, no, you can't damage the claw.
Is it immune to lightning damage?
Just doesn't have any. Doesn't say to have any health.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I will need Isabel to give me a dex save. As Isabel, you take 11 points of lightning damage. The dwarf takes all 23 as the skeletal bits explode with lightning. Bones clattering about.
That was easy.
Too easy.
Don't say that.
We can hop out of initiative here. Clouds still filling the whole area.
Oh no.
Bones clatter to the ground.
Sad looks at Alva and gives her a nod. Good job.
Good job, honey.
Can I do healing word on Isabel?
You can.
Alright.
Yeah, we're not in combat.
Kumquat!
You yell it out like that?
Shit, I got them started. Hold on.
No, those bastards.
They don't like kumquats, apparently.
No, they're such little shit sometimes.
No.
They're going, you want. She's got it.
White's gonna dispel the claw.
Okay.
Now that we're out of initiative, and
Yeah.
just because I'm the closest to the skeleton, can I examine the skeleton and just that area, like?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of,
you can
like,
see a large gem embedded into the chest of the skeleton. It would be a... Where'd it go? I just had it. A large multicolored gemstone in its rib cage, and there is a very obvious golden ring on its finger. Looks like, kind of like has the impression of a stone face on it. like a bowed head of stone.
Okay, I'll take both of those. But is there at like the ring?
You guys
I know,
would
like,
see Isabel trying to pry out this gem out of the rib cage. It does take time to do that, or
okay,
breaking the rib cage open.
okay, yeah, I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna share those?
eventually.
Zad will say, shall we try to take a rest here quickly?
I mean, it's up to you guys. You know, we can do it with a dead body right there. Yeah, sure.
I would love to take a little nappy time.
There's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah, let's take at least a short rest.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree.
I think that would be a good idea too.
All right.
You know, Isabella, you know what would be fair?
What would be fair? Tell me.
Keep the ring, but if you gave that gem to White Claw, he sacrificed that gem of his, so we could get down in here.
Well, isn't that too bad?
Yeah, that's tough tedious on his world. I just thought you might want to help. Be a team player and all.
I got us all dinner tonight. I got us all covered for that. You know, like I think I'm more than a team player.
Oh
I've got my
yeah,
big
but
sword. I'm swinging it. You know, look at them. I have a
All I'm
positive
saying is
attitude.
swinging a sword and falling into the mud of the water.
Yeah, Zad would just say, guys, this is not the time to quarrel over treasure. And you even look at Isabel.
I mean, all I try to do, all I really want to try to do is see if those are magical stuff or if they're just trinkets. I don't care about who gets them.
I agree.
Yeah, like if the gem's gonna be used for something. The gem is used for one door. This gem is probably gonna be used for another door. But if it doesn't, they don't need the gem. Then I happen to have a gem in my pocket.
Yeah, but what if it's useful for?
It could be useful for other things than opening a door.
Other things.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open. We'll all keep our eyes open. You know, we're a team.
Do you know anything about magic?
Exactly, we're a team.
Sometimes magic can make you fly. That's what I know about it. No, I'm kidding.
It can. It can. Yes.
It can. Speaking of other magical items, look at this ring. Can I inspect the ring? Is there
Yeah, I
anything
told you
can
about it.
inspect about it?
It's a
told
gold
me about
ring
it?
with a large imprinted face of a stone dwarven face, kind of in a kneeling position, like bent.
So sorry, gold ring with.
The impression of a stone face on it.
Could you remind me again? When somebody finds something like that, isn't there a way to identify its properties? I forget what that's called.
You can attune to it, or try to attune to it, or you can study it over the course of like an hour or so.
That's basically what White Strength did do in the ring. So, do an Arcana check on it.
Do you want? Yeah, Fang. Do you want the ring to do a check on it?
I can. That's exactly what I'm asking.
Yeah, here you go. Take the ring.
He's gonna look at it.
All right, you will spend the hour doing
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
As you all kind of sit down here for a short rest. We'll say Mel, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Love it. As you're studying this ring and sitting here in the quiet of this crypt, you would notice the bones that are scattered everywhere would slowly start to slither their way back to the sarcophagus. It's super slow. Like, You would imagine maybe in like a day or two, they'll make their way back. But you know that like egg cracking on your head kind of trick that people would do in school? You would all feel at different points throughout this kind of creeping sensation along your scalp. Almost feels wet. As it's almost as if probing tentacles are seeking a weak spot in your skull, trying to find the right spot to bite into, to put pressure on. And it's just like kind of makes your hair stand on end, and almost as if something is seeking to eat your brain. But you do get a
Would
short rest.
my ring provide me any protection on that?
Nope.
Okay.
Good question, though.
You have to roll anything for the ring, or
Give me an
what
Arcana
it
check.
is?
I'm going to say a disadvantage because of the events. With a 19. You're not entirely sure what it does. It would require attunement, you would feel. It's something to do with speaking.
Speaking?
Mm-hmm.
He'd give it back to Isabel and tell her that, like, you'd have to spend time with it, and that's to do with speaking with something or speaking a language. I don't know.
Interesting. I'll take the ring.
Okay.
And then I'll take it back, and then I'll ask if you mentioned this to anybody else.
Well, you guys are in a very small space.
I mean,
you all hear everything.
yeah.
Like,
You all heard
there-
everything.
there's no private conversations here, and this is at the end of your short rest. You do get your short rest on if you need to expend hit dice and stuff.
I do. But
Don't have any short, and he left.
uh,
That's the reason why I stayed back.
that's the one thing. Dave, can you see my character sheet? Because I'm working off the app, and I can't find a hit die on app.
Just roll as many d10s as you want. Then you get +2 to each one. You have 20 out of 51.
Oh yeah.
So spend 3 and see
70.
what happens.
Okay. There we go.
You get 17
That
back.
was
You can spend more if you want.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
Ooh.
You get 29 back.
Very nice.
Sketchbook
That
with
was
me where I write all my
fortuitous.
stuff. Was it a Mel, did you give me the necklace? There was a necklace with the heart. I think you did give it to me.
It prevents you
Yeah.
from being diseased.
Okay, right. 'Cause it's in my sketchbook, and I don't know where my sketchbook went. Just using a random piece of paper tonight.
But what are you guys doing? Short rest over.
Get back out. But before they do, Wycliffe would ask if anyone, if they all felt that weird sensation in the back of their head.
I'll reply with like, I felt uncomfortable while I was trying to rest. Like I was a bit restless, and I thought I was getting some sort of like some headache or something, but
No, when I was looking at that ring, and I felt something in the back of my head.
Same.
Something crying, searching.
You all felt that too?
Yes.
Thought it was just me.
Yeah.
Alba, what about
These
you?
mind flayers, we gotta be careful of them down here. Probably would have to kill them or blow this place out somehow.
With a name like Mind Flayer, sounds like they could be responsible for this. Felt like my mind was a bit flayed.
Mind, not mine.
I mind. Sorry, my pronunciation lacks sometimes. It's just my Baldurian accent.
The mind went into your mind.
All right. Shall we go?
Do we
Sure,
go down
but
the hallway, or do we want to go to the other door?
yeah,
There was
you wanna go
something in
to
the other
door?
room. So we'd walk down the hallway.
I say yeah. Let's
check
go into
out.
that other room.
Mhm.
I'll take the rear. I think Zad, you probably you want to take the front,
Yeah,
or
I'll take the lead. I'm feeling pretty good again.
I'll be right behind you, Zad. I guess Alba will be behind me.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Whoop.
And this time, Zad will open the door just like at a regular pace.
Okay.
And
we're back down that way.
I thought we were going down the hallway.
we're
Yeah.
going to the hallway. Sorry.
Oh, I thought we
Okay.
were going back to open this door.
Up that way.
Okay.
No, this
yeah.
was the other
that's
door,
it.
right?
It's up to you guys. Like,
The other door is
there's a
right
door
there.
right there,
Right beside you.
or there's a hallway.
Let's
Oh,
go
do
down
we-
the hallway.
Wait, we don't
Okay.
want to go through this door?
That's the door where you heard someone.
Yeah, don't we want to go in there?
No.
Probably not right now.
No. Right now, just go down the hallway, follow Zad,
Okay.
and yeah, let's not do anything stupid.
Okay.
Zad, are you able to move your token?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good. I've been moving around because I don't know where you guys are going.
Just down there.
Sorry, I just gotta adjust here a second.
Well, you guys were saying different things, so I didn't want to assume. But heading up this narrow corridor, double check something. Yeah, I'd say even before you get there, as you start to enter this room, the room's east wall, bare stone, carvings of dwarves battling giants, orcs, other enemies adorn the other walls. You see a statue of a dwarf, axe raised, standing in the middle of the room. It's not moving around. Zadkiel, roll me a d6. With a 3. As you enter this room, you would see the ghostly image of an elderly dwarf in priestly vestments wandering around in here, as though in shock, gripping a battle axe stained in purple ichor, just wandering around in this space. But as you're kind of doing so, put him there. The door to the east, or to the west in here, opens up as 4 lumbering skeletons exit out quickly, all of them wielding broken and battered axes, kind of filling the space in here, coming to attack. And you can hear the shambling of bones coming from from the room that they entered as well. And as a small army of dwarves start to exit and fill up this room, that is where we're going to end tonight, as several skeletons are here coming to meet you. And yeah, that's where we will end tonight, folks. I do want to go ahead and give Alva inspiration, because I do really like the little bit of character roleplay you did in the hall previously with being worried about Radoth. Good stuff. So Alva will have inspiration for next time. But yeah, we'll pick up there next week, folks. Thanks for watching. And we'll see how they deal with the hauntings of this place and all of the undead. So yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Internet.
Good night.
See you later,
Goodbye.
YouTube.
Goodbye.